In South Africa, sport is never just sport. It's the rhythm of our streets. It's the stories and moments we share at home. It's the memories we carry for life. It doesn't matter where you are, from the streets of Soweto to the mountaintops of Cape Town, from Durban to Polokwane. When the game begins, we are one, and there's only one place that brings it together. Every try, every goal, every moment that unites us. This is where champions are made, where all South Africans come together, because no matter the game, we are all champions. Only on Super Sports.
You knew, Alora, and you didn't tell me.
Hi, madam.
I'm
How
sorry,
are-
my man. No cash today.
cash?
No cash today. Next time.
It's no problem.
Next time. Thank you.
Tobela, madam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm so sorry. I don't have any cash on me.
cash?
No, sorry.
It's no problem. What do I love about Ava?
What do I love about Noah?
I love that we have similar interests.
I love his level of patience.
I love her ability to adapt.
I love that he's willing to compromise.
I love how she expresses herself.
I love that he looks after himself.
I love how well
he
she communicates.
I can't fucking do this anymore.
What do you mean you can't fucking do this anymore? You just don't care
Don't
anymore.
care! Do you know how much I do for you?
Name one thing you've done for me. One. I work every goddamn day to give you the life we have, and you keep giving me shit for it.
This isn't the life I wanted. You've never asked me what life I wanted, alright? You drag me around like a fucking tail, and I fucking hate you.
Then tell me what you want.
Hey there Ava, Dr. Nowicki here. Hope you're doing well. Just looking over everything you've sent me. There is some very interesting things here. How would you feel about bumping up to 2 sessions a week? Morning Ava. Wow, this is definitely a lot. Listen, I really think we should restructure our sessions. Please give Christy at the front desk a call, okay? Whenever you're ready. Listen, when you've been in this line of work as long as I have, you notice that some things never change. Separations are messy. You're both still going to have feelings towards each other, some hostile, some not. But as you separate and you guys no longer feel the urge to fight with each other, you'll finally unfold. And when you do, you could be reminded of the feeling that pulled you to that person in the first place. Ever relationships like this, they don't break all at once. They weigh you down piece by piece. I need you to hear this, Ava. Love should not feel like a war zone.
Hoi, ek het nou net by die huis aangekom. Die vlug was goed gewees. Die arme vrou langs my het seker gedink ek is mal. Want ek sweer, selfs na die stort ruik ek steeds soos die rook van die kampvuur. Anyway, ek wil jou net laat weet het dat ek het 'n goeie tyd gehad en ek gaan jou mis.
Waar wil jy wees? Want jou bestemming is te ver. Vlieg oor die land se katsel weg vir my. Ek voel dit nou, ek voel dit hier. Staan al eeuwe teen die muur, ek sou kaai nou. Ek voel soms sien sy nou. Die lig is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou hier. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek weet is te gauw waar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons heen. Sweef soos die wind, want hier's dit te vinnig en te ras. Sê jou hier kort jy net die kans om te lewe. Ek voel dit nou, ek voel dit hier. Staan al eeuwe teen die muur, ek sou kaai nou. Ek voel soms sien sy nou. Die lig is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou hier. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek weet is te gauw waar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons heen. Lig is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou hier. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Weer is te gauw waar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons heen. Soos 'n vuur.
Awesome. Welcome back, guys. If you've noticed that I may or may not have a bit of a facelift, that's because I was testing some of the amazing VR games our game students have been cooking up. So I might look a little befuddled for a bit. But speaking of gaming, we actually have one of the said students with us here right now. How are you doing?
I am very tired and I am very hot, but besides that, I'm very good.
That's awesome. Oh, awesome. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Matume Morotoba. I am currently a third year in BA Gaming.
Awesome. And have you like found that experience here at SAE doing all of this game work and stuff?
I will say at first it was shocking. I wasn't adapting all that well because everything came at me at once. To be fair, I was doing higher certificate at first. But then as time progressed, I was actually able to find my own style and at the same time catch up to the work and adapt properly. So it was shocking, exhilarating, but overall worth work.
Awesome. So you chose gaming as your department. What kind of led you to pick up gaming as your like future career path? Was it like a game in particular, a person? Was it just like a moment that clicked with you, right?
Well, if I had to remember, I would say it was pretty much engraved in me since I was a child. My mother told me I had my hands on the keyboards and everything ever since I was 2. But if I had to specifically narrow down a catalyst, I was watching this particular movie. May I say the name of the movie?
Are we allowed to say the name of the movie?
The name of the movie is Why Him. It involves James Franco as one of the lead actors, and I noticed that that character was making a living out of games. And initially, that's pretty much all I wanted to do. Been making games, playing cards with made-up games of my own, so it's been a thing for me for the longest time. I suppose that movie just tilted me towards that direction more often than anything else.
Oh, that's fascinating. And would you say that like after taking that direction, going through it for like you said you went from HC to BA, so that in like what 3-4 years?
More or less, more or less.
Would you after all of that, it brought you to today for this one showcase? Have you found like being able to present your work to other people?
Honestly, scary. If I'm gonna be very frank with you, I'm rather shy myself when it comes to presenting my work, but as I got into school and started creating things, I learned that one of the best things that you could ever do is actually show off your work. You can't improve and hope that somebody's gonna like what you do if you don't show them what you do to begin with. You can't, as much as if you have talent or if you're lucky enough to do something that people will actually click with, that's not something that you should rely on. You should rely on exposure, you should rely on experience, and more than anything else, you should be able to take criticism, both good and bad, and just make magic with it.
You need to take the peanut butter and the jelly to make a sandwich.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Doesn't matter if you don't like jelly, you need to make that sandwich.
Yeah. There's only problem if you're a bit allergic to the nuts, but
Ooh, bad luck.
bad luck. But yeah. Overall, how have you found people interacting with your work so far?
Honestly, it was a variety of a couple of things. My friends obviously like to, well, take shots at my work naturally, but then again, that's just friends
That's
for you.
fair. That's a little banter.
Those that I'm not too familiar with, that I have presented my work, honestly, it was mostly positive reception, as well as a few moments where I had to present my work to strangers and so on and so forth. They have lent over some advice. Like some of the other sound students and everything else, I've been taking notes from them in terms of sound production, which is a part of gaming, believe it or not. Come to my lecturers for art direction, other lecturers for game direction. It was quite a lot of things, honestly, and letting them interact with my work, pick out the holes in them, and then just help me improve overall, it was a good experience. It was scary at first, disappointing in some aspects, but all in all, it was worthwhile.
Okay. No, that's awesome because, like, for me, it's a scary notion for strangers to come view my work, and then I'm always in that paranoid mindset of they're going to judge it harshly, or they're not going to see what I was trying to intend. Because there's always that aspect of it's something you made, so it is personal, regardless if you made it that way or not.
It is. I would say that in that regard, there's a bit of an advantage to those who are already used to showing off, who are already used to being in the spotlight some way, somehow. Those people, I would say, they have an advantage in some ways of just being fine with criticism, but then, honestly, to everybody else who's an introvert, get out there. It's going to be scary at first. That's guaranteed, but at some point, if you're gonna show off your games, if you're gonna take game dev as a career, you can't be afraid of people, because at the end of the day, people are going to push you.
Now, kind of like the last thing I want to know from you is that like this whole thing is about your story theme. What is your story with the games you make?
My story with the games I make, I would say that my story in particular, less of a reflection of my life and less of a reflection of me and more of a reflection of a perspective that I have. Because as I've spent my time in this school, I've noticed that I don't have the same thinking as most people. Even if I'm friends with many who are of the same mind, the second we go layer by layer by layer, my perspective shifts a little bit away from them and sometimes majorly. So when it comes to my games, I suppose what I wish to present is just an alternative perspective to some of the things that we view.
So instead of like looking at the dandelions like a weed, you look at it like a flower. That kind of
Pretty much.
perspectivizing everything.
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm hoping to see more of that stuff because that can play heavily into how people learn to engage with these kinds of mediums in the future and kind of prove that we have something more to offer than just like the kind of like stereotypical aesthetics and stories we're known for. And I'm very excited to see how you take it from there.
Likewise, I'm also happy to present much of my work. That's for sure.
Awesome, man. I was happy to have you on the show.
Likewise, it was a pleasure.
Thanks.
Hi, madam.
I'm
How
sorry,
are-
my man. No cash today.
cash?
No cash today. Next time.
It's no problem.
Next time. Thank you.
Tawela, madam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm so sorry. I don't have any cash on me.
cash?
No, sorry.
It's no problem.
In South Africa, sport is never just sport. It's the rhythm of our streets. It's the stories and moments we share at home. It's the memories we carry for life. It doesn't matter where you are, from the streets of Soweto to the mountaintops of Cape Town. From Durban to Polokwane, when the game begins, we are one. And there's only one place that brings it together. Every try, every goal, every moment that unites us. This is where champions are made, where all South Africans come together. Because no matter the game, we are all champions. Only on Super Sport.
Isn't it fascinating how, in there, only their God can bring someone back from the dead?
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
No need. You're living it.
Why didn't you take me to the hospital?
The hospital? They wouldn't have known how to fix you. Anything interesting in there?
Hoi, ek het nou net by die huis aangekom. Die vlug was goed geweest. Die arme vrou langs my het seker gedink ek is mal. Want ek sweer, selfs na die stort ruik ek steeds soos die rook van die kampvuur. Anyway, ek wil jou net laat weet dat ek het 'n goeie tyd gehad en ek gaan jou mis.
Waar wil jy wees? Want jou bestemming is te ver. Vlieg oor die land se kaatselwerk vir my. Ek voel dit nou, ek voel dit hier. Staan al eeuwe teen die muur, ek sou kan nou. Ek voel soms die sy nou. Die lig is blou soos 'n vuur, maar ek sonder jou hier. Waar van die tyd ons heen? Ek weet is te gou, maar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen? Ek sê wel.
Welcome back, guys. Now bear with me. This is a very, very special segment. These 15 minutes are going to be very good. I'm very excited for it. Now, keep in mind, I might be a bit biased, but it's with good reasoning I am. I am here with two fantastic people. Ben and Riley, welcome.
Hello.
No applause.
So why I'm saying this is a very special interview is we're going to be speaking about, Ben, what's the film's name?
The film. Let Me Be Frank.
Let Me Be Frank. Now, it's a very dear film to us because all of three of us were working on this film. And it was honestly such a special time. How did you guys enjoy it?
Okay, I'll go first. I enjoyed every second of it.
Mm.
It was definitely very daunting and very nerve-wracking because you knew we had a lot to get done within a very short amount of time. But we really ended up getting some amazing footage. And as the editor of the film, I had a blast editing it. It was really so much fun. We got amazing sound thanks to you. And yeah, I'm still in the process a little bit, but once it's done, I'm gonna be set free.
It's gonna be so cool. So Riley, you said you're the editor for this film.
Yes.
Ben, what was your role in the film?
I was the production assistant on the no, I was the director.
I mean, say it with chest.
And I was the director.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the writer of Let Me Be Frank. And I had a blast. I mean, you know what? I think having the crew that we had, and we were all so close, and we all were looking out for each other, and we were all on top of our work and at the top of our games. So I think like that working environment, that made it like the best. It just made it such a blast.
So as director, can you give us a small summary of what Let Me Be Frank is about without spoiling anything? Because a few people have seen it by now in the first session, but there are a few people that haven't seen it yet. So just a small summary as director. What is Let Me Be Frank about?
So, about that, I always seem to mess this up whenever I explain
With
it.
your own film.
And it's let's not talk about it. So, I will try my best, and Riley will help me pick my information, I guess. So it's about a guy who wakes up. His name's Frank. Let me be Frank. And he wakes up in sort of a foreign bedroom. We establish immediately that he's been hit by a car, so he's been injured quite badly. And he wakes up in the perpetrator's house, and she is nursing him to health. And it's about him slowly suspecting her. And as he sort of suspects her, he seeks out information and he just learns more about what happened. So that's basically probably the best.
Yeah, and it says nice without spoiling any details because
hard to
there's a few twists and turns in this film, and it was very good. But what was your guys', I guess, favorite part of set? Like, what was a highlight on set for you? We shot for about, was it 9 days ish?
Yeah.
There around.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Something like that.
Well-
You know, the time passes, you can really tell.
Yeah.
Favorite part of set. I can tell you, okay, the most difficult was probably the chess day. That was because we were all in the sun per rally got heat stroke.
Yeah, that was
but
an
the
interesting day.
best. I did not enjoy cleaning up fake blood at 4 and 5 in the morning.
Fake blood, aka red dyed syrup.
Our producer got like a piece of rubble in her eye from cleaning the ceiling.
Ceiling of blood splatter.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
That was tough.
Blood spatter, aka syrup spatter.
Yeah, it's not actual.
Blood splatter.
Bro, it was the craziest thing. I'm telling you guys, like the scenes of this film with that syrup everywhere, bro, I could not handle it.
They're harassed.
Like,
yeah, textual.
yeah, it was honestly a nightmare.
Sensory overload.
Yeah, it was very, very crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a blast setting it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
had fun
mean,
setting it
man,
up, and then
so
I had to
much
clean
fun
it up with
setting it
everybody
up.
else.
But yeah, no, the cleaning up part was that was rough.
Yeah.
Especially because it was like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, we definitely did. I mean, but I think that was a big part of the team building is
Yeah.
staying up until like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock minimum.
Yeah.
Like every
Yeah.
morning. Like, let's be honest. I think
Yeah.
we.
That's
I,
part of the vibe, honestly.
I think the latest one was 4:30, or the earliest one.
Well,
4:30 in the morning.
The
I think we
latest I
finished.
went to bed was 6 after cleaning up everything from
Yeah.
everyone. So it was basically an all-nighter. That was the latest for me, and I know
Mm.
the others matched. But favorite part. I am not saying this because it was the day we wrapped, because I loved the
Because we
filming.
finished
I
it.
loved the filming. But for me, it was quite a full circle moment. Was when we filmed. In the film, you'll see there's a scene in like a library living room kind of thing. When I wrote the script, that was the first. I wrote the script from the middle, and then I worked my way outwards. Okay, and the reason I did that was because I was trying to make a promo for the film for another assignment at the beginning of the year, so that I would have it to use to try. I was gunning to have this film made from the start. So because I wrote it that way, and that's how things happened, filming that was the last scene we shot.
Yeah.
Technically, well, one scene from that,
it's
no, one
started-
shot from that scene.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we started and ended in the same place, and I had
Yeah,
Riley
that's
there
kinda
both
beautiful.
times.
Very
we
beautiful.
were the start of it as well because
Yeah.
I was helping him out for the promo. So
Oh, that's
So it was
quite
quite full
cool,
circle
yeah.
that we ended on that, because
Yeah.
I had that. That was all I had
That
to
was
show
the
for
main-
this.
yeah, I
Before
get
we started filming. So that was pretty cool.
So, as a director, Ben, me coming from a simple sound guy, where do you get the inspiration to write a story like this? Where did this root from?
Probably. I want to say the voices. They played a role.
Honestly, they were screaming.
Yeah, they was yeah.
Yeah.
They were screaming at me for this one.
Mm.
I think I don't even know, because all I remember was thinking. I always steal from other. Oh, it sounds bad. I always
Oh,
steal inspiration
reference.
from. Yeah, I reference other
Yes,
people's work. So
sir.
the film that inspired this was Poor Things mainly,
Mm.
and I just sort of thought, wouldn't it be cool to kind of make like a Frankenstein-esque movie and call him Frank, because I'm just too on the nose.
like-
and then, and I like the saying "Let me be Frank," so then I built around that. So, but the twists and the turns, they kind of just came as I went. I didn't.
worked
The
out
first
nicely.
the first draft did
he's
not
just
look
that
like the
guy.
last draft, and we also had to improvise to accommodate for a slight mishap on our end. So the last draft, it's very different from the first one, but I love where we ended up.
Definitely. And then Riley, a question for you.
Mhm.
Since you're the editor, like you gel everything together. Like, because for me also, I'm kind of weird in this way. Obviously, we can't shoot the scenes in order.
Nope.
And that's my biggest issue, because
Yeah.
I was constantly confused, because I'm like, okay, cool. All of a sudden, we are shooting the last scene, like at the beginning, you know, type of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
esque vibe, you know. So, what is the most, I guess, fulfilling part of editing for you? Like, what makes you want to be an editor?
There's so many things because I've been an editor for like years now in very different aspects. Like I've only gotten into film editing more in the past 2 years, but I think one of the most satisfying things as an editor is when you have your continuity sheet. It starts off very jagged, very all over the place. You don't know what's going on.
Very long.
Yes,
That
very
was
long.
a list.
Like pull up a screenshot. No,
Yeah, yo.
But the most satisfying thing with those continuity sheets is when you finally have all the numbers of the scenes right at the end. So you know how, like, obviously it's not in order.
Yeah.
But like
Hectic.
I always have to keep track of like which scenes are completely finished, whatever, all of that stuff. So when I finally get to the end, when we finally get to the end of shoot, and I can put in that final scene that just puts all the numbers all together, and I can finally have that set up.
Yeah.
Really satisfying. But I think editing wise, I think my favorite part of it is it's kind of like an artwork. You really have to make everything flow together. You don't want it to be jarring to the audience. So my favorite part about it is finding that sweet spot between cuts that just make it flow. It's one of my favorite bits of it. And I can get it right occasionally, so it's very satisfying to me.
All the time.
Occasionally.
And Riley also loves a challenge. So when we get to say
Yeah,
the
you
magic,
gave her a
the
challenge.
magic words of fix it in post, she's more than elated. She loves that.
Yeah, I love those
Why do you think
words.
we're live streaming this? There is no post. Like, this is the beauty of it, you know?
Yeah, you know, I had 4 days to.
Yeah,
to
but
do all that.
you made work, and you made it beautiful. So, talking about beautiful work, can someone please tell me where this is screening?
As in
Because there's
today,
a very
or-
important, it's a very important place where this film is screening today.
In the
Oh
green screen?
yes, in the main cinema.
Main cinema.
In the main cinema, sorry.
And it's such a blessing, honestly, to have worked with such a cool group of people. And I'll be honest, we were working at like a machine at a point. Like the motivation everyone had, even though like there were dips in energy, like violent dips in energy, you know, type of thing. But the way that everyone just persevered was just beautiful to
Astounding.
get to a point that like there was no issues, like everyone just understood each other, and I think that makes it so much better. Now, with that being said, what was your guys' main form of motivation? What was keeping you going throughout, like, shoot?
Director's cut.
Of course it was.
I'm gonna be honest. Director's cut.
Can we maybe give a bit of detail
let
why
me-
we are
I'll
saying
elaborate.
director's cut?
I'll elaborate. So,
Okay, cool.
To be clear, for all those shoot days and all that effort and everything that went on, we did technically make a third year film in second year, which I am very proud of. Everybody else might not be, but I am
No,
very
I am
proud
too.
of.
Don't worry, I figured it out once I edited it.
On a 10-page script, ne?
13 pages. So I was technically
but we write
over
the
by
three off the
3.
tanks. It's fine,
But
yeah.
my thing is, it's meant to be a minute a page. We're on 28 minutes. So somebody needs to explain that.
Yeah, and
to me.
tell me, editing wise, Riley, I'm not fully clued up with it, but I think it's when it's syncing. How long was that section?
Yanku.
Like, just to give context to the people, what SAE students go through to
Yeah.
make artwork for their assignments.
So, syncing, right, is when you take the footage and you take the audio you got, the separate audio you got, and you put it together
All
so
the
it
shots.
matches.
Like a massive
the
train
whole way through, right?
connection.
When I finished syncing everything, which took me a day because it was quite a lot of stuff to go through, went up to 2 hours.
But these are all the different shots. These are all
But-
the different shots.
Ben,
Keep in mind, these are all the different shots. Can we please get a confirmation by Cindy? How many shots were there on this film?
over 100.
I don't know what.
Over
100 shots.
They're
100
gaslighting you guys.
shots
We are not gaslighting you,
for
Ben.
a
I am
10-minute
gaslighting
film.
you.
That's all I'm saying. Like, overachieving in a good way.
I am
No.
gaslighting them.
But the thing is, you made an issue for yourself. You made an issue for this whole team. You
Oh,
realize
thank
that.
you so much for that.
But no. I'm
Are you
saying
sure?
this
I
in a
don't
way.
know.
No, I'm not saying it because it was long. I'm saying it because you made an issue. Because now this needs to be topped in third year. You
Yeah.
realize this?
Yeah. Ben, what are
Guys,
we doing?
who's to say I'm not dropping out now?
Ben,
Like,
what
you don't know my
script-
plan. You don't know
What
my
script are we
plan.
doing next year?
Because we can't
Come on.
peak in second year, right? The third year needs to be the best.
Guys, I'm feeling interrogated at this
You
moment
are,
in
but
time.
this is an interview.
So I guess you know what I'm gonna say. We can fix that in post next year. That's what I'm gonna say
no,
to
bruh.
that. I think that's what I'm gonna say to that. Unfortunately,
So
I can just
Riley,
see all the
script-wise,
editors
you
that want to
said we're
work
not
from
using Ben's.
flooding in.
Emilia, whip up a script for next year.
Guys, don't count me out yet. You never know. Hey, I can maybe whip something up, you know, and maybe I'll deliberately make it shorter because I don't trust myself.
Yeah, just make it a quick 5 minutes. Just the intro,
pages.
like
I'm so cute.
intro, incidents.
Guys, all I'm
outro.
asking for is 40 minutes. I don't understand why that's too much.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like I said, now
45
third
minutes
year
is
we
not
can
that
do-
bad.
for that, but I'm not
50
helping.
minutes is really not that bad.
Yeah, third year is now going to be hour plus.
Like what's an hour? That's
What's
what
an
I'm
hour
saying.
between friends?
Exactly,
You know,
especially
type of thing.
Yeah, hour and a half is nothing, guys. We all need to be serious.
Can you guys like? Can someone be on my side? On this?
Listen,
I'm on your side. I'm on your
we are
side.
all on each other's side
Hour
because
15.
it works so well, right?
Mm.
But yeah, listen, guys, it was absolutely an honor and a blessing to have been able to work with you guys. It was such a cool experience. I think we really made a very sick film. I'm very excited for the people to watch it, and the people who've seen it, please, like, just let us know what you thought of it, because I think it was pretty sick. Honestly, bit of bias, but I just thought it was very sick. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys and thank you for being on the podcast for a quick chat.
Thank
It
you
was
for
a lot
having
of
us.
fun. You guys
That's
are
awesome.
very enthusiastic people, and I can see you really like pay attention and give effort into your craft. And it's such a beautiful thing to be able to work with people like that.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you.
Back
Goofy.
at you.
No,
Yo, back at you
Exceptional
fully.
sound. Exceptional.
Yo.
Crisp.
It's a lot of love. It's a lot of love. But yeah, that's gonna be it from us. Thank you so much for this segment, and we'll see you guys soon.
Isn't it fascinating how, in there, only their God can bring someone back from the dead?
Haven't gotten to that part yet.
No need. You're living it.
Why didn't you take me to the hospital?
The hospital? They wouldn't have known how to fix you. Anything interesting in there?
You're right. When?
But don't worry. I won't go poking around your brain.
You knew. You knew, Alora, and you didn't tell me. Mara. Mara, please, I just want to talk. Mara. Mara, wake up. No. Okay. Mara. Mara, wake up. Jeez. Strong stuff. Twins. Mara, wake up. Fuck, Mara, what did you do?
We have to get to the house on the top of the hill. I've been crashing there for a week. It's the best option we've got.
A week? But you've only been in here a day.
Time works differently here. For you, it's been a day. For me, it's been about a week and a half.
Are you serious?
You know how a person can dream a whole dream in just 3 seconds?
Wow. So how long have I been in here?
In our world, probably like 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Wow, that's so interesting. I mean, there's this whole world where all our problems and even regrets, they seem so small. Well, I'm glad you can just switch off your pain like that. For me, it's all consuming. Not to mention my betrayer followed me into my escape attempt. Mara, I'm sorry. Sorry won't bring her back, Alora. Fine, just sit there. Say nothing. God knows you're a professional at that. You don't understand. No, I think I understand pretty well, thank you. You knew. You knew, Alora, and you didn't tell me. I was only trying to help. I mean, after Adam died, you were in this deep, dark hole, and I just didn't want you to go any deeper into it. He was my best friend. He was my whole world. I know. I should have been a better daughter. You know, when Adam got sick, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to support him. Mom could have been my second chance. I could have made everything right, but you took that chance from me. You had no right to make that decision for me. Mara? I don't want to talk about this anymore. Mara, look, over there. Shit, the faceless man. We have to run. Run!
What do I love about Ava?
What do I love about Noah?
I love that we have similar interests.
I love his level of patience.
I love her ability to adapt.
I love that he's willing to compromise.
I love how she expresses herself.
I love that he looks after himself.
I love how well she communicates.
I can't fucking do this anymore.
What do you mean you can't fucking do this anymore? You just don't care
Don't
anymore.
care! Do you know how much I do for you?
Name one thing you've done for me. One. I work every goddamn day to give you the life we have, and you keep giving me shit for it.
This isn't the life I wanted. You've never asked me what life I wanted, alright? You drag me around like a fucking tail, and I fucking hate you.
Then tell me what you want.
Hey there, Ava. Dr. Nowicki here. Hope you're doing well. Just looking over everything you've sent me. There is some very interesting things here. How would you feel about bumping up to 2 sessions a week? Morning, Ava. Wow, this is definitely a lot. Listen, I really think we should restructure our sessions. Please give Christy at the front desk a call, okay? Whenever you're ready. Listen, when you've been in this line of work as long as I have, you notice that some things never change. Separations are messy. You're both still going to have feelings towards each other, some hostile, some not. But as you separate and you guys no longer feel the urge to fight with each other, you'll finally unfold. And when you do, you could be reminded of the feeling that pulled you to that person in the first place. Ava, relationships like this, they don't break all at once. They wear you down piece by piece. I need you to hear this, Ava. Love should not feel like a war zone.
guys are early. I thought interviews happened after breakfast or after my morning breakdown. Whatever. Please come on in.
Lisa, no.
Terry, I'll help you in a minute, okay? Please come in. Don't mind the chaos.
So I'm sure you have a lot of questions. So let me clarify. Long story short, my roommate and I, Zara, got some pets at a shady pet shop. And they turned into men overnight. I am suffering. But Zara, on the other hand, seems to be handling everything just fine.
Mason, stop eating the furniture! I told you! I'm gonna have to buy you a muzzle!
Mason, he used to be a golden retriever. So, yeah.
Who put these doggy treats in my coffee?
I thought you liked them.
Yeah, I did. When I was a dog. I'm a man now. I need to refine my palate.
You've met Charles. Mixed breed. Very, very high maintenance.
I got a couple of dogs to cope with my abandonment issues, and then they all turned into men. And now all they do is eat all my groceries, bark at the neighbors, and think that pants are optional. We have 3 former pets and 22 days until the spell gets locked in. So yeah, doing great, thriving.
I put my shirt on by myself, see?
Oh, thank you. Good job. Okay, how would you use yourself a snack? Wow, I finished it. Yeah, okay? That's Terry. He is, was my bunny. Between you and me, I may or may have not adopted him to cope with my non-existent date life. But he's good company though. Besides the fact that he cries when we watch cooking shows together.
Hey, Gordon Ramsay is scary when he yells.
Oh, Terry. Come here.
They say loneliness makes you do weird things. I didn't think emotionally depending on animals who aren't really animals was going to be one of them.
Okay. You said you have until the next full moon to fix whatever this is. How do you even plan on doing that now that you're, attached?
Good question. Only one way to find out.
Come on! Which one of you stole my slipper?
Got it.
Kutuk. Angizothatha kwesaliphi mntanami ngoku zawukholisa ndibuye ngeke kuba xa ndikuphathele into entsha uyawubona ukuba ndiselungelweni lokuba ndingakwenzela ukulungileyo ndijonge ukumenyezela ndabulibala ubunzima kodwa ndikhethe kakubi kwakhona
What do I love about?
Hoi, ek het nou net by die huis aangekom. Die vlug was goed geweest. Die arme vrou langs my het seker gedink ek is mal. Want ek sweer, selfs na die stort ruik ek steeds soos die rook van die kampvuur. Anyway, ek wil jou net laat weet dat ek het 'n goeie tyd gehad en ek gaan jou mis.
Waar wil jy wees? Want jou bestemming is te ver. Vlieg oor die land se kaartselwerk vir my. Ek voel dit nou, ek voel dit hier. Staan al eeuwe teen die muur, ek sou kan nou. Ek voel soms die sy nou. Die lig is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou hier. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek weet is te gauw waar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons heen. Sweef soos die wind, want hier's dit te vinnig en te laat. Sê jou hier kort jy net die kans om te lewe. Ek voel dit nou, ek voel dit hier. Staan al eeuwe teen die muur, ek sou kan nou. Ek voel soms die sy nou. Die lig is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou hier. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek weet is te gauw waar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons heen. Lig is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou hier. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Weer is te gauw waar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons heen. Lig is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou hier. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Weer is te gauw waar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons heen.
Welcome. This is it's a little bit crowded right now. We have a whole team with us here. A whole team of game dev students.
Of course.
Nice. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
I'll go first. Hi, my name is Sendai Muchuchu. I am the head level designer and partial sound designer of the game called Both Worlds.
Oh yeah, my name is Turbo the Great 018.
And I am the head of the programming of the game. Mainly the programming, as well as the gameplay as well. Yeah.
I am Miguel Mato, the narrative designer and partial coder alongside the main program.
Awesome. And you guys, I can see you are all wearing fanciful merch of the game you've made.
Lovely,
Lovely stuff, man.
So,
Yeah.
why don't we start there? Can you tell us a bit about like the game you made for the showcase?
So this game was basically, I mean, like we started it long time ago. Like this game came about during the vacation before the second semester. And this game is basically inspired by speedrunners and stuff like that.
Oh.
So it's a game where you basically have to race to the end or race to the other player's base before the other player makes it to your base in a sense. And yeah, obviously like the dynamics of that is if one player gets to the other base before you, you lose. And we wanted to make it more challenging by adding enemies and the ability to also like kill one another and stuff like that.
So it's kind of like this race to, so it's kind of like a reverse race where one person is racing to get to the other side of the other person, and you're heading in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Also, so it's both speed as the essence as well as strategy and reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting.
And also like a timer to sort of add pressure on the players.
Of course.
Yeah.
What would you guys say was like the hardest part for like working towards getting it ready for the showcase?
I'll go for this one. So there's this thing called GitHub, right?
Yes, GitHub.
GitHub is basically, for those that don't know, is basically a online app that allows you to put your game or your created piece online.
Yeah.
And then basically merge it into, so like let's say he works on an aspect of the game and I work on another aspect of the game. Then we want to merge it together so that it's whole. The only issue with that is that with this thing called GitHub, it doesn't always exactly go 100%. Sometimes it crashes. Sometimes it destroys the game. Sometimes which is pretty infuriating.
That's the equivalent of me doing animation work in a group, and all of a sudden, the website we use just eats our animation, and that's 2 months gone.
Yeah, exactly my point. You know? He is the main victim. Both of them.
I'm assuming this has taught you guys to make backups.
Yeah.
A lot of backups.
A lot of backups, bro.
I think we had like how many branches? 7 branches.
7 branches.
And only 3 of them were backups.
That was before the crash.
Yes,
before
Yeah.
the crash of 025.
But I think a lot of the issues that we were facing was mostly like communication on who's pulling, who's pushing, which also caused a lot of like merge conflicts. So let's say, for example, there was a time I was doing like a sequence start screen for the game, and I spent 4 hours working on it just for it not to show up because GitHub had merge conflicts. And so we spent so much time just trying to like get it back. But yeah, eventually like we solved those issues by just like, having open communication and, just using GitHub the right way, I guess.
Using it the right way, guys.
Yeah. And I think also one of the main what I would say the things that actually caused us to be like way back is the comments that we got from people, the feedback. They were like, change this, change that, So we were a little bit undecided, which took time for us to actually decide on the actual
Trying to
thing.
figure out which feedback would like help the game versus which feedback still falls in line with what you want out of the game. Like some people would want the game to go a completely different direction as opposed to what you want out of the game.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, that makes perfect sense. And speaking of that feedback, did you get like similar feedback today when you were like showing off your product today?
Yeah, in terms of feedback, we got quite positive reviews. Everyone was like, the game is so fun. There were certain things that we had to fix here and there, but overall they enjoyed the vibe of the game, which was the message that we wanted to bring across.
Like I tried out the game earlier and I enjoy the idea that you're going for.
Yeah.
I remember like just my biggest concern was just like having a bit more feedback so the player knows what's going on. Because since it is so fast paced, you need good instant feedback to tell you what's going on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's really interesting, and I'm really excited to see where the game goes. If the game later down the line comes back, I would love to have you guys back as well.
Of course.
Only way it goes is up from here. man.
Only way is up. Oh, that's a good old saying.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, moving further on, you've now had this chance to like see the work that other departments have been doing, realizing that you aren't the only one that's been put through the butchery.
Yeah.
How would you say you found like the work that other people have presented, both from like the second and third years?
To be honest, they are very, very talented. They have such incredible game ideas. Specifically, there was this game called Deckloop.
Yeah, Deckloop by Dian.
Yeah, that game
Yeah.
is
Second year.
insane.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
I refused to get that finish playing that game until I got the one loop record.
Yeah. And the fact that you have to do all this within a span of 60 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean seconds, my bad.
Yeah.
That's also something that reminds us of our game in a sense, because it was like we also wanted to make something just as challenging, just as exhilarating, and to see other people also following along with that. Wow, it just
So
makes
you
me
guys
so
could say
happy.
that like you're leaving this place knowing that it's in good hands.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah,
SA
awesome.
Gaming, y'all got us, bro. For
Yeah,
sure.
you know.
Now, this is going to be a bit more of a personal question for each of you,
Mhm.
because the main showcase's theme is your story.
Yes.
How do you feel like your time here and the games you've made talk to your story as a game dev? We can start with Miguel.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming in here first year, I have to admit that it was pretty scary. It was pretty scary because like going into coding, which was a department I didn't have any idea about. Had some idea about storytelling because of English creative writing and animation because of art back in high school. But then coding, also mathematics I wasn't very good at, so you know, stuff like that. So yeah, no, it was very much a challenge. But then this thing called ChatGPT came along.
Yeah.
So then it kind of like, alongside the lecturers, of course, but ChatGPT, I'd say, kind of, I don't really want to say like, but it kind of helped me a bit more than the lecturers, especially when it came to solving errors. So I'd say,
Yeah, and I'm assuming it was more a case of like it helped you do trial and error and learn at a faster pace as opposed to just using it to supplement your work.
yes, precisely.
Yes. Awesome. You used it as a tool, not a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Turbo, what was like your story that you're getting across through all of this?
My story begins that I'm a Kasi boy, so I didn't grow up with like PlayStations and stuff like that. I would actually go to my friend's place to go and play games. Now I've been wondering as I grew up, how do people make games? You know. Then I found out this school around my matric year. I didn't even know what I was going to do. And then this pamphlet came, SAE. Okay, I see. Film, what? I see games.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool.
So it's like a divine message coming down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this
I
is
was
what you have to
stressed
do.
now, and now the beautiful pamphlet comes. Games. Yeah, then I go in, I check. And I check, I see, this, and that. And I'm like, cool. Let me enter it, well, you know? And up until here, I mean, I am a little bit cool with coding because before I came here, I used to do HTML. Yeah, at school and more stuff like that. So I was quite familiar with coding, but otherwise, for me, it's a little bit of a personal one because, as I said, I don't grow up with games and stuff like that. So now I'm finally kind of doing my dream, basically. Yeah.
Awesome. So Miguel, you would say that like your story was this thing of like learning yourself and what you wanted to do, and yours would be similar.
Yes.
Awesome. And what would your like story be with all this?
Okay, this one is also gonna be a little bit personal because like I remember coming here in the beginning of the year not knowing anything about game design. However, I grew up on games quite a lot. And obviously as a kid, being brought up on games, you obviously start to have this sort of fascination for it.
Yeah.
You're like, how do these people do it? But then at the same time, I found myself in like a very dark spot because I was like, maybe I'm not worth being a game designer, until I told myself that I have to sort of push my own boundaries and sort of become limitless in a sense.
Yeah, you won't know unless you try it.
Yes, you see. So in a sense, just being a game designer, obviously it has a lot of ups and downs. The downs would have been like the lowest of downs. I'm talking 12 feet under, if not 24 feet under.
That only makes the highs even higher.
Yeah, you see, so you can't have the bad times without. Okay, you can't have the good times without noticing that they are bad times coming through. And even if you are in bad times, just know how to sort of push yourself up. So that's
that
just the way
idea
I
of
know.
like getting to that point where like when you realize the good times are really good, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, it just makes it all worth it at the end of the day.
So your guys' like whole like group dynamic has been this idea of like presenting your story as your identity, like how game design has given you like a purpose. That's awesome. Do you guys have like an idea for a studio name yet?
Not quite yet.
No, but we do have a name for the game.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure,
definitely. Because we are a little bit discussing about how we're gonna work on this game next year mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, because now this is the first time seeing the game that we've made or that I've like that has my input, giving like so much positive feedback. Because it's been a rough journey. It's been a rough journey with this game.
Yeah, and with deadlines and everything, that makes it.
Yeah, and
now with having your own time and knowing what you want to make and the final vision of the game.
Yeah, you know,
that motivation is.
It is quite key because most people say this game has potential.
Yeah,
a lot of potential.
It has.
Yeah, it definitely has potential.
I think because it's like one of 3 multiplayer games that has been like showcased in this showcase. So for us to be like, I think the only third year group, to be doing a multiplayer game, and
it means a lot.
It does mean a lot because, as I said before, we were just trying to push boundaries as much as possible, and we added our own flavors and came up with a pretty solid product. So without the whole pressure and stuff like that,
like someone added the spice and someone added the mint, someone added the salt, made
you know.
nice spicy chili con carne.
You know, it's starting to make me hungry too.
Well,
But yeah.
good news, you guys can go eat because it's been a pleasure to have you as guests.
To be honest, nice meeting you, man.
Thanks, man.
Good luck with your guys' game.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Play.
Hi, madam.
I'm
How
sorry,
are-
my man. No cash today.
cash?
No cash today. Next time.
It's no problem.
Next time. Thank you.
Tawela, madam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm so sorry. I don't have any cash on me.
cash?
No, sorry.
It's no problem.
If you stay, will we make up? If you stay, will we make love? But it's somehow fall. Never cared for your heart. Now we fell apart. I'm sitting in the dark. Don't know what to do, so I put the car in park. And I let it out. I know I let you down, 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 down. You pulled your heart out. same stage.
In South Africa, sport is never just sport. It's the rhythm of our streets. It's the stories and moments we share at home. It's the memories we carry for life. It doesn't matter where you are, from the streets of Soweto to the mountaintops of Cape Town. From Durban to Polokwane, when the game begins, we are one. And there's only one place that brings it together. Every try, every goal, every moment that unites us. This is where champions are made, where all South Africans come together, because no matter the game, we are all champions. Only on Super Sports.
Kutuk. Angizothatha ixesha lide mntanam ngoku, ndizawukhawuleza ndibuye. Ndiye ukuba xa ndikuphathele into entsha uyawubona ukuba ndiselungelweni lokuba ndingakwenzela okulungileyo. Ndijonge ukumenyezela ndabulibala ubunzima. Kodwa ndikhethe kakubi kwakhona.
What do I love about Ava?
What do I love about Noah?
I love that we have similar interests.
I love his level of patience.
I love her ability to adapt.
I love that he's willing to compromise.
I love how she expresses herself.
I love that he looks after himself.
I love how well she
he
communicates.
I can't fucking do this anymore.
What do you mean you can't fucking do this anymore? You just don't care
Don't care! Do you know how much I do for you?
Name one thing you've done for me. One. I work every goddamn day to give you the life we have, and you keep giving me shit for it.
This isn't the life I wanted. You've never asked me what life I wanted, alright? You drag me around like a fucking tail, and I fucking let you.
Then tell me what you want.
Hey there Ava, Dr. Nowicki here. Hope you're doing well. Just looking over everything you've sent me. There is some very interesting things here. How would you feel about bumping up to 2 sessions a week? Morning Ava. Wow, this is definitely a lot. Listen, I really think we should restructure our sessions. Please give Christy at the front desk a call, okay? Whenever you're ready. Listen, when you've been in this line of work as long as I have, you notice that some things never change. Separations are messy. You're both still going to have feelings towards each other, some hostile, some not. But as you separate and you guys no longer feel the urge to fight with each other, you'll finally unfold. And when you do, you could be reminded of the feeling that pulled you to that person in the first place. Ava, relationships like this, they don't break all at once. They weigh you down piece by piece. I need you to hear this, Ava. Love should not feel like a war zone.
Hoi, ek het nou net by die huis aangekom. Die vlug was goed geweest. Die arme vrou langs my het seker gedink ek is mal. Want ek sweer, selfs na die stort ruik ek steeds soos die rook van die kampvuur. Anyway, ek wil jou net laat weet dat ek het 'n goeie tyd gehad en ek gaan jou mis.
Waar wil jy wees? Want jou bestemming is te ver. Vlieg oor die land se kaatselwerk vir my. Ek voel dit nou, ek voel dit diep. Staan al eeuwe teen die muur, ek sou kan nou. Ek voel soms sien sy nou. Die lig is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou weet. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek weet is te gou waar ek sonder jou nou. Waar van die tyd ons heen. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons heen. Sweef soos die wind, want hier sit te vinnig en te laat. Sê jou hier kort jy net die kans om te lewe. se vier waar ek sonder jou weet, maar van die tyd ons een. Ek weet is te gou waar ek sonder jou nou, maar van die tyd ons een. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons een. Ek is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou weet, maar van die tyd ons een. Weer is te gou waar ek sonder jou nou, maar van die tyd ons een. Ek sê waar van die tyd ons een. Ek is blou soos 'n vuur waar ek sonder jou weet, maar van die tyd ons een. Weer is te gou waar ek sonder jou nou, maar vir die tyd ons een. Ek sê waar vir die tyd ons een.
Isn't it fascinating how, in there, only their God can bring someone back from the dead?
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
No need. You're living it.
Why didn't you take me to the hospital?
The hospital? They wouldn't have known how to fix you. Anything interesting in there?
Do I win?
But don't worry. I won't go poking around your brain.
guys are early. I thought interviews happened after breakfast or after my morning breakdown. Whatever. Please come on in.
Lisa, no.
Terry, I'll help you in a minute, okay? Please come in. Don't mind the chaos. Oh.
So I'm sure you have a lot of questions. So let me clarify. Long story short, my roommate and I, Zara, got some pets at a shady pet shop. And they turned into men overnight. I am suffering. But Zara, on the other hand, seems to be handling everything just fine.
Mason, stop eating the furniture! I told you! I'm gonna have to buy you a muzzle!
Mason, he used to be a golden retriever. So, yeah.
Who put these doggy treats in my coffee?
I thought you liked them.
Yeah, I did. When I was a dog. I'm a man now. I need to refine my palate.
You've met Charles. Mixed breed. Very, very high maintenance.
I got a couple of dogs to cope with my abandonment issues, and then they all turned into men. And now all they do is eat all my groceries, bark at the neighbors, and think that pants are optional. We have 3 former pets and 22 days until the spell gets locked in. So yeah, doing great, thriving.
I put my shirt on by myself, see?
Oh, thank you. Good job. Okay, how would you get yourself a snack while I finish it? Yeah, okay? That's Terry. He is, was my bunny. Between you and me, I may or may have not adopted him to cope with my non-existent date life. But he's good company though. Besides the fact that he cries when we watch cooking shows together.
Hey, Gordon Ramsay is scary when he yells.
Aw, Terry. Come here.
They say loneliness makes you do weird things. I didn't think emotionally depending on animals who aren't really animals was going to be one of them.
Okay. You said you have until the next full moon to fix whatever this is. How do you even
And welcome back to the final, the ultimatum, bro. If I can put it, bro, this is, I was chatting earlier, like, this is tradition by now, name. So, if you guys don't know, by now, I'm Yanku, I'm here with
Sebastian.
And we are here with the one, the
only
only
Podzilla!
Yes. Yeah, so Pots, welcome on the podcast. Honestly, like, bro, okay, blessed.
Why was she so passionate?
I'll Bluetooth first bump, dog.
Oh, wait,
So,
no.
yeah.
There you go.
Pots, I was
Stop,
speaking earlier
stop.
to you. I think it's a tradition on every, like, with every single podcast host so far. You've been on an episode. It's tradition by now.
Yes.
Bruh, like funny thing is that even the first one, you remember I was not supposed to be the first guy.
Genius.
And I got caught on the way. Even the second, hey, we're shooting another one.
Yeah.
And this one was the official invite. This one is the official invite that you
Yeah.
told me to come through. Like, hey man, you are always there. Let's pull up.
Yeah.
Why not?
But that's the thing as well. We said with Toto, it's crazy. You as first episode, it does not work, bro. That's why we said we keep you for last. Like you can't be first episode. With Toto, you were episode 1, season 1, origin, bro.
Yeah.
I started this thing, bro.
It's crazy.
Started.
Bro, you've been here.
And we have to do it last so we can take our time with it.
Yeah,
like
of
you've
course.
been here before us. Like
Actually, yo, time flies.
yeah, time flies when you're having fun. That was like 4 years ago. You realize, name?
Bruh.
Because it was Toto. No.
I
It was
think-
Toto.
Yeah.
Mox and I did 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Skipped a year. This year.
Oh my word. Do you know, like, I'm trying to lose that sense of time because the older that you get, you don't want to think about time. Because you're like, hey, man, I might die just now. So you don't think about time. You might just, I'm going to enjoy these days. I mean, I'm not going to die now. I'm going to live till 120. I'm going to outlive everybody on this campus, but everybody's going to have a good, satisfying life. Yes,
sir.
everybody that knows me.
Good
You
vibes.
understand? You won't die early. All of you are going to get 100 ages and stuff, but I am going to outlive everybody. I'm competitive with living as well. Believe that. Yeah.
I feel 20 years shaved off after the Animation League.
I did what?
I feel 20 years shaved off
Oh,
my life
yeah,
in the
yeah.
Animation League.
Why didn't you submit the last one, though?
I told Ethan this and I told him to communicate with you. Why?
There's no excuses, bro. This guy's been slacking off. You could
I
see
pulled
there
up
at
the
the
receipt,
end,
it's
bro.
crazy.
There's another one. There's another, but I mean, you're a good artist. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that was like stamina challenge.
Yeah.
Animation League. You know about the Animation League? So
I'm a sound guy, dog.
yeah. Because last time what we had was Tekken tournaments, right?
Yeah.
We used to have Tekken tournaments and we had league in Tekken tournaments. And then I remember I was giving someone like gift challenges on how to be good. I mean, if you look at school has a thing of traditionally teaching someone something, but everything changes every time. But there's always gaps in improvement, and you realize that how can you get a student to get to a certain level of animation that I don't think it doesn't kind of lacks with people, but how do you get them to that point? There has to be something that you can do. So there was a certain challenges where I gave people gifts, right? Gifts were copy this guy, copy the great so that you can become great. Copy the great without understanding it
The
first.
reference, bro.
Just repeat what they do, referencing. Just do that, do that. And then what happens is that when you do school work and then you copy the grades, somehow it meets in the middle. And then with the foundations and knowing how to get to this level, it kind of gives you a certain, like a different jam of experience, you understand? So that even when you leave school, you kind of have some type of experience when you apply for job. Like, hey, how many we need someone with 3 years of
Yeah.
experience. Your work says I got 3 years of experience. Then I got we have a group called Chicken Gods where we like we submit every Sunday. If you don't submit, you buy someone chicken licking. That's how it works. We punish you, bro. We punish you like that.
Financial debt.
And then there was a Tendo, one of the students here, third year, finishing this year, came through, was like, do you read Blue Lock? Blue Lock, like football anime.
Oh, yeah.
The football
Oh,
manga.
okay, bless.
I said, do you read Blue Lock? It's like, yeah, why don't you start a league of chicken? I'm like, a league
Sorted,
in
yeah,
animation.
yeah.
And then that's when the animation league started.
It's that meme at the end of Fantastic Four is like, say that again.
Yeah, like that.
Let me pause you for a second
Yeah.
because this is gonna happen constantly throughout this name.
Yeah.
Let me ask you first, name.
Yeah.
Now it's around 5 o'clock right now ish. Around there, nonetheless.
I didn't check that.
Yeah. How was your day at the Creative Showcase, Pots? What we've been through first session, we're almost kind of finished, well, but through halfway second session.
Yeah.
It's going to be award ceremony after.
Yeah.
How was your experience at the Creative Showcase and seeing your students' art?
That's the thing. I want to say something. Even if you check the previous interviews, I always say the same thing, right? The biggest thing is the students' work, bro. I've been here from like in 2022, somewhere there.
Oh, you're part of the furniture.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, around 2022. And then you check that me as a lecturer, as teaching all the students how to do certain things, I improve and people around me improve. I mean, we've got a great team, great animators here, bro, like that. And then how this thing is steered towards like how you put the pieces in getting this final product of the students' talent, what it is today, it makes me happy, dog. Like it pumps up my ego like crazy. I mean, I'll be honest though. Like the truth is, when a student does well, it's for me. It's not for them. It's for me so I can brag about you.
Yeah, brag about being the ultimate sensei.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, did you see my student? Did you see
So
this
from
one?
so
Yeah,
this is
but yeah.
yes, I was gonna say like from like any animated media, what sensei do you think you are more? In? More like a Sensei Wu, more like a Sensei Shifu? What kind of sensei do you think you are?
I never thought about it that way. But who is the toughest sensei they can think? Like, I want to see blood, if I can put it like that. Yeah, I want to see blood. Like.
I want to comment on this now.
Yes.
Ne?
Yeah.
What you said about ego, ne?
Yeah.
Or like boost the ego.
Yeah.
I saw a thing the other day. It was a realist thing. It was also a podcast type of vibe. And this oak, he's the sickest oak I've seen in a while. His name is Peach van Pletzen, right?
Mhm.
And he was interviewing Jack Sparrow.
Mm.
And he said to Jack Sparrow, you have an ego. Like, we know you've got an ego, but you know him well. And that was so real to me. Because the type of thing, obviously you need to find a gap between confidence and ego, because there's sometimes
thin line.
there's a thin line. But I loved it how he put it, because like putting away of like, you know you've got an ego, but you know him well, because you know about your ego and you have it for a reason. You know, type of thing.
Do you know it's the same as what? Okay, people that know me, I'll say this: I thrive of jealousy.
Okay.
I don't envy, like I become jealous. I don't envy. I don't have the negative side. I feel like it's two sides of the same coin. Envy is like how I see it is like, hey, you got something great, right? I want you to come down to my level of suffering.
Yeah.
Well,
But when I'm
better.
jealous, I'm like, hey, you got something great. I want to be like you.
Yeah.
I want every inspired.
Yeah.
You understand? It's jealous. Like I'm jealous. I want that. How did you get there? You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
How can I improve?
yeah, how can I improve? I've got great friends and like that surround like animators and stuff that are very good. You understand? That make me jealous on a daily basis. Ethan gets me jealous. You understand? On a daily basis, it pisses me off. You know? You understand?
That's right.
But then, the previous lecture, Sam as well beat me in 2D animation. Now I'm doing 2D.
I
like
remember the
crazy.
stories.
You remember that day, brother? I was so
Yeah,
sad.
yeah,
I was so
yeah.
sad. That beat me in 2D. I got so jealous. Like, but then what do? I turn it into fuel, not hatred. I turn it into fuel. What do I do now? I channel that emotion into fuel. Just go do some more work with that. That's how I become good. I mean, like somewhere, somehow, everybody has triggers to a certain thing, but knowing how to use it well makes it different. You know, like if you know your weakness, like if I'm fighting with my foot and this foot is weak, I'll put it at the back for protection, and depending on how you protect your leg, some people put it in front, karate kid to lift it up and do some flips. You understand? But how you work your way around your weaknesses and how you move around it, you know.
But I
think that-
also checked. Sorry, I'm thinking like instantly what you thought about. I was talking to a mate the other day and speaking like, you have to get to a point where like I see you doing something really well, right? And so is that like animation? You know, like if we're both animators, that type of thing. I see you doing well, and like that type of thing. You have the jealousy, but it's that type of thing. Like I've got jealousy to become better because I want to win with you.
Yeah,
I don't want to
definitely.
be better than you. Like the fact that we're both in the same line, like we have the same goals. I don't want to beat you. I want to win with you.
Yeah. So if I win, I beat you, right? And then we have this beautiful competition that we have. You know, like animation league, what we do. If I beat you, you wanna beat me, and I beat you, wanna beat me. So we're doing this. We're pulling each other upwards like this and over. It's not nice if you give up. And being number one gets boring quickly.
Yeah.
Do you know? I say I've got a Vegeta syndrome. You know what it is? You're always number 2, but you work like you're number 1.
Hey,
You understand? So Vegeta syndrome is amazing. I always end up second place, but I improve. I put in work like I'm number 1.
You gave it
understand?
100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's Sam
Number 1
beat
in
me.
our hearts.
Yeah. Check it, which is nice. I feel like when you're number 1, it gets too boring at some point. You're like, oh, then what now?
Number 2, you always have something to work for. You always have a purpose.
Exactly. So it gets you to that yo-yo effect where everybody pulls each other up. That's how it's like, oh no, check what I did. Oh no, check what I did. Oh no, check it. I'm gonna do something. Ethan did some. I hope you guys find Ethan if you're gonna put it in a tag somewhere. Where's the screen? Where's the screen? You know when people point like it's gonna be here, something like that.
It's a live stream.
Yeah.
It's not. It's on this
Okay,
one.
no. I think with if you gave it that, he printed Drew Ball Hancock and put it on this mat and it looks so good, dog. That's so nice. I was like, I want to do that too.
Yeah.
Because it's nice. It looks good. I mean, like you have friends that keep you on like on the rails,
your
running.
best
You're on the best side. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's very good. Than to stay like you cannot have people that are still live and then it doesn't work like that. Some wave needs to trigger some other one's wave and then this one pushes this one to the other side. It makes it easy. You know, that's why most of the times when in class, some students when they're doing, let's say you find you're a good student, I don't doubt your skill, I know you're good, but somehow in class it's not working out well, and you ask me a question, what should I do? I'm like, change your circle of friends. And it doesn't have to be, oh no, and then you see this mark and then you move it. No, just change your circle of friends. Find someone that likes working, sit next to them, and let's say 2 or 3, you're gonna join them.
Yeah, the same idea kind of applies for like if you're sitting next to someone who is either really way above your skill level or someone who overworks himself. That's also not healthy because then you try to put yourself on that same level of quality even though you aren't at that skill set yet.
Yeah.
You need to surround yourself with people who will motivate you to get better, not people who will make you feel paralyzed at what you're able to do.
Or get you jealous like
Yeah.
crazy.
No, not jealous, envious.
Not envious is the bad one.
Yeah.
Now, Potts, ne?
Yeah.
I want to ask you something.
Yes.
right? So, how long have you been at SAE? Quickly.
I think,
ne?
yeah.
Yeah, how long
I
have you
think
been at SAE?
it's in 2022.
2022.
3 years.
So, you've been here a bit, ne? How does it feel, like I said, looking at your students' artwork, being proud of what they've become, you know? Because now you've walked like a length of these, in like, you know, students, high certificates, BAs, the works, ne? So I'm guessing it's a proud feeling for you, but I'm guessing there should be a bit of a somber feeling as well. Because now it's that type of thing, now they're going on. But like, it's a proud, sad feeling. It's like that type of thing, you are now going to fly with your own wings.
Yeah.
But it's sad to see you
It's
go.
kind of like joyful melancholy.
It also eases the imposter syndrome that everybody has.
Yeah.
You understand? Because
Okay.
sometimes you come in like, am I that person? Can I teach a certain person to become a certain somebody? And then you see them doing well, like,
oh yeah.
okay, I can. I think I'm doing that. Because sometimes you feel like a fluke. Every time like they don't know because you always. Sometimes you can be wired to the negative side of who you are, not realizing the beauty, the powerful side. You know. But yeah, it makes me. I get sad because, in every group, something is different. New jokes, new personalities, new generation,
new ideas.
You know, you understand. So, you know that you cherish that moment that you have with the student, knowing that you will never have the same thing again.
That's so
You understand? You won't have it. It's not the same book. In the beginning, I thought maybe it's the same thing. That's why sometimes like, oh no, we're gonna do this tradition, this, and you realize that no, they don't take the same way as the previous one.
Yeah.
So you adjust, and you realize that. I mean, I think I say the true treasures are in the true treasure, true gold, are in people's hearts.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the real mind. You know, when you get certain a response of what do you call personalities that feeds you as a person.
And
You
builds
understand?
your character.
It builds my character.
Yeah, I think that's also like the beauty of like the fact that since everything we do here is mainly practical work, we're always in that point where like we can make changes, we can improve ourselves. It isn't scared of like, okay, now 2 months I'm studying a handbook for 2 months I'm studying in a handbook to write a test and then only getting 1 month of practical work and I'm not learning anything because I'm constantly being pressured on like, okay, I need to make this, I need to make this. I'm constantly getting that opportunity to ask for feedback, to get that knowledge and experience from people who are way who've already gone through the failures and now can teach me what they've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like you said, when we say like students leaving, I get proud and sad at the same time. That's why December you won't find me here take leave because there's no one. I wanna cry alone.
I'll be crying.
Yeah, I wanna cry alone. I take leave because I'm like, why all of a sudden you're no longer staying here? I'm like, hey, there's no one here. There's no one. And then new students come through. You make the same joke that you made last time. They don't laugh at first. They be, oh, that's the worst one. With the first time, the first week when they don't laugh at your jokes, bruh. It's the hardest. Like, I think the toughest group was 3 weeks of them not laughing at my jokes. I wanted to cry, bruh. I just wanted to cry. I'm like, I know I'm funny. I know I'm funny, my boy. You have to laugh, or otherwise I'm marking you down.
I think that was just like
You'll redo this module until you laugh.
Yeah,
Okay.
until you laugh, bruh. If you don't laugh, negative 10, bruh. I'm not.
Yeah, I think that comes down from like a high school mindset where like teachers are very strict on like what is allowed in class and stuff. So a lot of people coming from high school aren't used to like lecturers who are willing to talk with you, willing to be buddies with you. They're used to the teachers saying, if you don't sit down and talk, I'm calling your parents, or I'm putting you in detention, or the constant like strictness kind of gets ingrained into you at that point.
The snitch phase.
Yeah, the snitch phase. Because I remember me coming here for the first time, I was like, okay, I need to be on my best behavior. I can't make inappropriate jokes. I can't talk to the lecturers like I do with my friends because they're probably professionals, super serious. Come in, Ethan swears more than most of your
Whoa! At least I don't swear.
Yeah.
So, what's this thing? First thing, when students come in class, right? Me as a lecturer, right? They came to like, let's say, find knowledge at the time. Like, hey, I want to be an MH at this. And I'm like, the difference is that when I tell them like, when you get here, the first thing that you have to understand is that you already are an animator. You're not trying to be.
Yeah.
The only difference between me and you is experience. Do you understand? This is the workspace. I'm not trying to. Only showing you because I'm just treat me like a supervisor.
Yeah.
Not as your lecturer, because I know the traditional way of you thinking that I am this guy and you this guy. No. We're on the same. I just have more experience than you.
We're
You understand?
mutuals. We eventually become colleagues.
Exactly. So that if you're here for 3 years, you have that 3 years of experience while working with me.
Yes.
Do you understand? So, I mean, it also gets people to start appreciating the failures. Go like, but we're in a workspace. Understand that you're gonna fail and do this. I mean, how do you look at success? Success is like appealing failure to the next person, because if you check an old phone at some point, like 5110, Nokia 5110, I don't know, you guys know it. Not even 3310, the one with the antenna.
Yeah, the antenna.
Yeah.
The one you can use as a
5110,
weapon.
yeah. Or you could only play Snake on your phone. If you have that phone right now, somehow it doesn't look good. You understand? So it's a failure to today's society. Some point, but at some point it was successful. So failure is appealing to success is failure that's appealing to someone else.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Someone told me that success is, how you tell if something is successful is, have you accomplished the thing you wanted out of the thing? That is how you measure your own success. Have you accomplished what you wanted with what you were doing?
Oh, and somewhere, what do you call food lovers, right?
Yeah.
They got nice donuts, but the last batch of dough that they have, they make this weird donuts that look like weird shape. They're like $20, but they're so nice. That is successful, dog. To someone else, that is success, dog. We love those donuts. We buy them almost every time. I mean,
They would rather go for them than their
exactly, because they are nice. They're like packed inside.
It's like the last bits of fries from the fire.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
But Parts, can I then ask you, Nam? And this kind of as well, it's a thinker question, Nam.
Yeah.
But with your students, because like I said, end of year showcase, for you as a lecturer on this campus, like involving your work, involving your students' work, what has been a standout moment where you just had like a sit down and it was like, listen, this is like bigger than me, if I can put it like that. This is a surreal moment that I've like you as a person, like we all constantly growing, we're never perfect. It's like we have sat down and been like, this is surreal. This has been such a beautiful blessing moment that I had.
When you walk into class and you're no longer teaching, but you're giving advice, and then they come up with a different solution that you are inspired to go test it out yourself. Yes, you go, oh my word, this is great. Let me go do it.
Yeah.
And then next semester I'm gonna teach it like I've been knowing it.
Bro, plagiarism.
It's I told like in class I tell them like guys, okay, I'm gonna put it like this, not in a bad way, but that's what it is. Like if you come back here and you find me teaching the same way, then there's something wrong with me.
Because you need to
understand?
grow.
So I'm learning, right? So the difference is, I said it, and I was saying, the difference between me and the students is that the students pay to learn. I get paid to learn. So you know, it's a beautiful thing.
I think you've said this before. That's very
no, I'm
familiar.
saying like I do like if like I say, when you come through, I'm your supervisor. I'm not higher. I just have more experience. We talk to each other. We make it easier. That's why when someone knows something better than you, I don't have to fake it. Because some students like been working on animation is broad, and they've been working on the skills heavily. And I'm doing something in class, and you get corrected by a student. I don't feel like, oh no, Raj, come here, show me, and then they show me, and then I
Prove
teach
me
you.
wrong.
And no, not improve me wrong. I'm learning when they show me. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't know this shortcut, and then I show it. After you do, the moment you sit down, I'm teaching it.
Didn't Ben do something like that when you were teaching us animation on one point? Ben, you were talking about like the animation principles, and Ben taught you something about like mass, or like keeping the mass or conserved and such.
No, I have a lot of them that been doing. Yeah, Yanni is another one that tells me like
Yanni.
shortcut. Roger is another one. Like a lot of them. Most of them. It's that's why sometimes it's very hard for me to take it when students don't actually come. You know, when you give them work and you're like, hey, can you please go do this for next week's class, and you come back with nothing. It's saddening because I don't learn anything as well. You understand? I'm like, bruh, you could have came to me, and when I show you this to kind of put our puzzles together to see like where we're going with this. And I know I still have more, but you can show me that one aspect that makes me grow and come back, and I enjoy being around you as well.
It's
Like,
a complementary relationship.
Yes, that's how it is. That's how we grow together. The yo-yo thing. Exactly.
But that's like I've said it so many times on the podcast before. Like at SAE, being like under a roof with so many creatives and building such a network, like you said, the only difference between you and the students is experience, obviously. You know? But the thing is, that doesn't mean you can never learn something new, and you can constantly grow. And with so many peers at like this place that all have the biggest thing, that are all motivated to have the same goals. Because let's be honest, bro, you're not gonna come study animation because your parents force you to.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna study law because your parents force you to. You know, but you like if you are studying music, it's because you probably wanted to study music.
Yeah.
So we all have that motivation to be better and learn from each other and be like, listen, I know this, you know that.
Yeah.
Teach me, and then we can both improve.
Yeah. And you know what's the other thing, dude? My favorite thing is like when animators don't want to be doctors, they're like, no, I want to do animation. And they still put in the same hours that doctors do. It's crazy. Like, I still wanna be there, but we're gonna sleep late. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna put in work.
Yeah, I think it's just that mindset of like, because like with doctor, I think what paralyzes a lot of people is that idea of like all the academia behind it. Whereas here's like, if I'm doing this of my own volition, and I'm doing it because I want to be better.
Yeah, but do you know what's the craziest part when it comes to animation? Everybody comes here as a hobby. As a like hobbyists in drawing, whatever it is, like, you understand, and then you get to a point where it starts becoming work, then breaks them. It breaks them because they're not used to someone telling them to draw. They're used to not doing homework and drawing. Do you understand? That was me in high school as well. You understand? They're not used to that. Like then it breaks them, and then they have to build back the puzzles, you know, the broken pieces. They put them back together, relearn of like how to fall in love with your craft. Not the same way as you used to, you understand? But now it needs to put like bread on the table. It needs to put bread on the table, right? But then you're falling in love with the process of making it, you understand?
Making art.
Yeah, because what you think about is like the problem with that animation is it's a lot of work, and you have students that find like they want to get the end results very quickly, because when you draw, you get like images quick, like your final image. But animation can take time. They obsessed with the fruit that they get at the end of the thing. But in reality, no matter what you do in the relationship between you, the fruit, and the tree, no matter what you do, you can never produce fruit. So what you can do is always take care of the tree. and then the relationship between you and the tree will reflect in the fruit that you have.
But that's exactly what
You
you're saying,
understand?
because it's such a blessing to be tired from in like the work you're doing, you're enjoying it. Like
Yeah.
it's that type of thing. I was helping the second year film students with their sound, but we were working like we were touching like 18-hour work days. It was getting rough, man. I don't know if that's legal, but nonetheless, right? So like we're heavy hitting, you know, sleep deprivation, right? It's you know, but it was always the type of thing. Would I rather be doing this or would I be doing like an office job?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
because the thing is, I might be tired, but it's such a blessing to be tired because of this.
Bruh, if you knew the jobs that I did before this one, no one would survive the job.
I've worked one retail job. I can tell you after that day.
Oh, trust me, retail is nothing. One this one, I've done jobs, bruh, like crazy, and then nothing out of it. Like not actually nothing. Like a whole lesson out of it. I mean, in terms of the passion side, because at that time I was going through my own journey of learning those things so that I can appreciate this one. You understand? Like I've done the worst horrible job that no one can do it here in this campus. I've been saying, and let me say, the other one, portable toilets. I'll just leave it there. Yeah, so yeah, you know I was in the gutters. You know, Baba, I was in the game. No one can do that on this campus. That's why here becomes such a blessings and like a super upgrade at some point when you go like, oh, no, I get tired of something, like you said, tired of something that I love. Not that I didn't love what I was doing at that time. You understand? I mean,
Yeah, like I said, you get to be. It's a blessing to be tired by doing something you love.
Yeah,
like
it's
as
a super
your
blessing,
work.
right? It's a super blessing. My mom says that. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Like, at least you're tired out of work. You're not tired out of sickness.
You're
I'm like,
blessed
"No."
to be able to be in the position to be tired of work.
Yeah, bruh.
because of
Like
work,
you're not
yeah.
tired because of if you're not tired, you leave your brains open for other stuff to occupy it, and then you think too much and you end up like falling into bad habits. But if you're too tired, you're going to sleep, my guy. There's nothing you can do. You don't have time to think about problems. You know, I thought about something like not thought. I've been telling people, I'm like, I don't dispute that people have problems in life. We all have problems. Problems breed purpose. I don't say some problems are not. No. You understand? So how do you? Sometimes you can't take care of some other problems, right? And then you think about, you ponder on those problems. All they do is depress you. You understand? Shift focus. Someone's like, oh, it's not that easy to shift focus until you do boxing. You'll realize
It all comes to the boxing.
you
like,
realize that
hey.
it's easy to shift focus. You know why? When you're in that ring boxing, and you're I'm 35. No one knows I'm 17 by the way. Until you're boxing a 20-year-old in front of your wife. That's trapping you.
Yeah.
Your problems disappear. You're focused on those guy. On this guy that's trapping you
I'm gonna be
in front of your wife. You know when your wife is gymming and she stops and she looks at you when you get interrupted in the ring. That's a different game, dog. And then you have tears in your eyes. You don't want to show it. You know, you're trying to weave. You get smacked in the mouth, and then you're like, I'm not thinking about. Hey, did I pay this bill? Did I pay? Oh, my flat. You don't think about flat tires or the thing that you. No, you don't think about that. No, I think about the 20-year-old. So I shifted focus to something else. Do you understand? So, is it possible to be busy? I'm not saying people don't have problems. No, I say sometimes if can you do something about it? No. Okay, put it on the side a little bit. Focus on something. Get tired doing work. You understand? Then you get back to it when you have time. If you can't, bruh, what are you gonna do? Stress yourself until it gets no. It's not gonna work out. Do you understand? Be like, take it easy on yourself, bruh. You understand? So you will be fine. You get to a point where you can solve that. You understand?
Like I said, like if you can do something about it, bless. Do something.
Yeah, do
you
something
know?
about it.
If you can't do something about it, we move.
Yeah, go do boxing.
Like it's.
Yeah, you see. No. Get married, do boxing, train with your wife, and go spar while your wife is watching. That's nice. Like, yo.
But I must ask, it's such a random question. I think it's crazy if your wife is watching. What about your kids?
Oh no! I don't spar with my kids. Like, no, my son thinks I'm a superhero. Dog.
But if you get rocked by a 20-year-old, it's fine.
Can I tell you why I will never spar in front of my son?
Yeah.
Cause my son thinks I'm this superhero, dog. This guy is from
such.
He pulled the card. You know which card I'm talking about? He went to school and said, "My dad can beat all of your fathers combined."
I'm like, what is easier to
like my dad can feed all of your family.
And you're like, my boy, what you
No,
brought me up for?
No. And then now, my wife is talking to my sons like, hey, bro, what did you say? Like, no, I just told them that my father is stronger than your father. And then they were arguing with me and I didn't like it. I told him that. And he hits me with this, oh, am I wrong, Papa? I'm like,
ladies and
nah, you're right, boy. I'm like, yo. Now I'm training because I might have a dad beef somewhere.
You already signed up for it.
who will win a fight? 100 dads or one pots?
So I'm out there, like, thinking about this dad beef that might show up on some time, like, that I don't know out of time. So I can't stop training now.
Yeah.
I can't because of my son. You understand?
So on that, ne, to ask, I think we've got a final question. Right? Trying to say that you're constantly training, ne? As end of year showcase, it is now putting, the period at the end of our sentence for essentially 2025, and that's a crazy statement.
Yeah.
What is something you want to take from this year into 2026? To be as a lecturer, to be as a colleague in your animation space?
The art of showing up. Like sometimes it's the smallest things. You can, sometimes you can, I want to take this, and you talk this philosophical or what, doesn't mean it. The art of showing up. You don't know what to do, show up.
Yeah.
Most of the students that were, like the product, we're talking about the showcase, right? And the end product is because people showed up, dog. You just show up. Normally, we don't know anything. You think like right now when I'm sitting here, I'm thinking you know something. Even me as a lecturer, right? I'm thinking like a lot of you, because you connected those cables. You don't know if sometimes something is worrying you. There's a cable that you're not sure is working, is connected. You're not sure of your focus right now. Is this thing focused really? You can understand. But you showed up. You're gonna edit this thing. Is it live? Sometimes you feel like it's not even live. You're not even sure. But you showed up so that you can make those mistakes.
Yeah.
You understand? You can make those mistakes to understand later that, oh, I made this mistake. So everything that happened today and to the level that it happened is because people showed up. Just show up. You don't know everything. Just show up, right? Show up with your tears. Just cry.
I
Just
love the
show up.
versatility, like the disparity of pods on podcast. Because this is now, it's been a very building up, it's been a nice talk, it's been a motivated, it's a very intellectually healthy chat.
Yeah.
You remember the last time it was me, you, and Morocco? What were we speaking about? It's a yellow car. Which car is that? Do you remember the showcase? Bajaj.
Oh my God! Dog, did you see my Bajaj?
This is the difference. This year we had such an inspirational, motivational chat. But a year ago, we were speaking on 10-15 minutes about a small yellow car, bro. We were speaking. You remember this?
I remember I was obsessed with Bajajes, dog. I think Bajajes are fly, dog. Bajajes are dope.
I think it's because there's a hidden season that was only airing in a specific part of South Africa that people didn't get to see of your character development.
No. Did you see? They tell I drove a Bajaj before. I found some of the
I
found some of the Bajaj and drove the. It was bro, it was the best time of my life. But it's just relearning how to drive. It's different. I'm like, okay, what's happening in here? I don't know how to drive this thing. I'm sorry, it's different. I don't know why the guy gave me his car.
Why is there a dance pad?
I should know.
You step into the car and you're like, why is there a dance pad on the floor?
Yeah. No, right. It's so hard. What do you do in a Bajaj, bro? Yeah.
Pots, you kill me.
Yeah. But guys, get a Bajaj, drop it, check.
Bless, underglow.
You fun
okay, Pots, before we carry on, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the episode.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Most deaf, bro.
You have kept on the tradition going, and listen, for seasons to come, it is tradition. You need to be there.
Of
it
course.
Needs to be
I will
seen.
keep it acknowledged.
Of course,
it has
bruh.
to go on. But I think if I can make my final statements, I've had a good run. I've had a fantastic run with Morocco. Bless, an absolute champion. Pink in the brain. We had a good 2 years run. This year we had a bit of silence, but now it's starting to pick up for 2026. I'm putting it in good hands, and I'm very happy to put it in your hands.
Thanks,
and
man.
It's such a beautiful thing being able to take this platform from Toto. You were such a blessing of a man, that is a man as well. taking it from him, crafting it for the 2 years we had it, and now it's time for us to give it over to you. And it's been good, bro. Any last words you want to say?
I wanted to say that honestly, I don't think the campus is going to be the same with you or your group's absence. But you guys, I hope at least acknowledge that you're leaving it in good hands with us.
Oh, but I want to tear up, bro.
No,
We're going to miss you guys. We really are.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's in good hands.
Are you gonna really miss him? Are you gonna really miss him? Or are you just saying I'm kidding? I'm
we'll
kidding.
see.
I'll miss him, man.
Sebastian, Potts, thank you so much. I think it was a good day today. Guys
Yeah.
behind the scenes, thank you so much. Andile, Carrie,
Imagine there's no sound and what we just talking.
It's just
That would be
silent.
craziest
All
thing,
the
man.
people that helped us today, all the people that have been guests on the podcast today, interviewees, it's been really fantastic.
All of you watching.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think that's from my side. I'm signing out, bro.
Yeah.
I look fly, right?
Always.
You know what
Potts.
time it is, boy.
Yeah, always. Potts.
Always, boy. Yeah.
And that's a wrap.